Hello everybody, welcome to another great version of Hillbilly Select Reviews. We're doing another fantastic bourbon. Wait a minute, I never do bourbon reviews by myself. Somebody's missing.
What do you say, Johnny?
Oh hell, Bourbon Bobby!
He's doing two jobs today. Usually Johnny's the mastermind behind the camera, but today I'm helping him out on that end.
Yeah, I got a little boo-boo on my knee. But I'm taking some medicine for it. Now, what are we doing today?
Today, we are doing Bulleit Bourbon, which is a Diageo company. Bulleit is in the Louisville area, right there on the Napa Valley of Bourbon, but they're on the west end, right close to Louisville. Anyway, it's a beautiful new distillery down there. It's a beautiful Diageo, which is the largest liquor maker in the world. They're huge in Europe. Of course, they're Johnny Walker, they're Tanqueray, they're Ciroc. They make just about every kind of clear liquor you can imagine. And this is their footprint into bourbon. This bottle is a 10-year-old store pick. This was given to me by Brian Booth, who is the general manager for Justin's House of Bourbon, both in Lexington, Kentucky and Louisville, Kentucky. If you go to Justin's House of Bourbon, all the videos me and you have shot, Johnny, all those bourbons we say are hard to get, you can get them there, and you can buy them by the pour, most of them.
And that's nice.
That is great. It's a great place. The Louisville one's got a huge bar area. It's a really enjoyable day to go there. And I want to shout out to them because they duped me this bottle to put on the video.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. And this is, did you say the proof?
This is a 10-year, 104 proof.
So 10
barrel pick.
It's going to have some strength to it because 10 year in a brand new old barrel is not going to be a kid's game.
No.
Barrel proof.
And but barrel proof store pick. What happens is the folks that own Justin's and do the Bourbon Review magazine, and they go down and they sample barrels and they buy a barrel. And when those gentlemen buy a barrel, I guarantee you, Johnny, they know what they're looking at.
That's what I was just going to say.
They're buying a barrel.
No, they're bourbon.
They do know the bourbon.
Yeah.
So this, like I said, it's 10 years old. We're going to give it a little pour here. Give a little pour in there, Johnny.
I got it. Unless you want some more. I love the bottle. You know, this is, I did a thing on it about the bottle. It kind of replicates an old medicine bottle from back in the day. And there was a reason, I can't remember what the story was behind.
During the Prohibition,
maybe that's what it was.
There was 5 distilleries that were able to make bourbon for medicinal purposes. And in Kentucky that year, 4.2 million prescriptions for bourbon were written.
Kentucky, baby.
Yeah, and that's our population in Kentucky now. So 100 years ago, it wasn't.
Well, there's more bourbon now than every man, woman, and child in Kentucky gallon.
Now I'm going to jump up, Johnny, because what I'd like to show somebody is this. Look at there, Johnny. Look at the legs. And by legs, when we take this and down, you can see the oils from being in the barrel. This is non-chill filter. This is straight out of the barrel. It's basically run through a sock filter, basically a coffee filter, just to get out the bits of char and everything. So what you will see, and I'm going to run up to the camera here and hold this in front of you, is we'll do that, and you can see that bourbon hanging on that glass. And that's what we call legs.
Yeah, beautiful. And they got their own little ticket. It says Bulleit Bourbon Single Barrel, uniquely selected by Justin's House of Bourbon. That's pretty cool. All right, well, let's get into this. I first had bourbon in Philadelphia. I first had Bulleit in Philadelphia. I was at a wedding, and I was looking for something in Kentucky, in Philly. And I said, do you have any bourbon? They had Bulleit. And it's the first time I tried, it was a long time ago, tried the Bulleit. And I liked it. And I said, oh, and it kind of turned me on to on the Bulleit. So anyway, let's nice, dark, beautiful color. It's 10 years. It's a long time. Ooh, it's interesting.
I get a little pepper.
Very spicy. Very spicy. Whether it's pepper, yes. Maybe cinnamon, kind of a hot spice.
Yes.
course, I got the oak.
Oh yeah,
It comes with it.
yes, you're definitely getting
I get some smokiness too,
smoky oak. Exactly.
which is a pleasant smell.
Oh yes.
There seems to be something else I can't put my finger on.
This is your area.
I'm just gonna go with kind of a vanilla caramel candy. You know, the caramel with the vanilla little middle in it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what they're called. Caramellas.
Something like that. Yes.
All right, let's not get too crazy with it. It's very pleasant, so let's give it a try.
You're going to get the mash bill on this is
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say it is 68 corn, of course 0 wheat, 28 rye, and only 4 barley. And
Rye.
you're really getting the rye. You're really getting.
That's where you got that spiciness.
Yeah, and we're really getting, as you've talked about many times in our videos, Johnny. You're really getting the rye bread taste as opposed to the wheat bread taste. You're getting a real rye taste in
Yeah.
there, and it's a clean rye taste, but it's.
And that's where you get that pepper, you get that cinnamon, you get that, just that rye bread taste, which is very good. I like rye bread. It's got a lot more flavor than, say, wheat bread, really. Wheat bread's softer and quieter. Cornbread, we always talk about it, sweet, you know, cornbread, love it. The rye bread's different. I love it like pastrami on rye. It has to be on rye, Bobby.
You eat seeded rye. There you go.
Yeah, kind of racist.
Yeah.
Boy, it's a lot of oak, too. I smell that oak.
And again, this is a very good. This is a very good bottle. This bourbon, they're selling it, and again, it's a store pick, so it won't be around long, depending on where we air this video. But there's probably only about 130, 140
What's the
bottles.
address of this, Justin's?
Right here, it's in Lexington. It's 601 West Main Street, and Louisville. It's down there, right?
Is it Second Main?
Second in Main, right by the White Castle. Down
Yes,
there.
but let me say this. Don't just walk in there unless you got a lot of money. Don't torture yourself. The place is unbelievable. It's fantastic. They specialize in rare and unique bourbons, and it's like being in a toy shop. I mean, it just drives you. Unless you got strong willpower.
Well, what's nice, if you come down here to do the bourbon tour,
tasting journey.
yeah, if you come down here to do the bourbon tour and you want to taste,
Yeah.
you want to taste a Pappy Van Winkle.
Yeah.
You want to taste
Owl.
a Kentucky Owl. You want to taste a single barrel, straight from the bottle, European Blantons. They have it all. They have it all. And they have they got 40-year-old bourbon. They have everything. They are connoisseurs of bourbon. The owners have been collecting bourbon. In fact, before he helped pass the vintage bourbon law here in Kentucky, he was a collector of bourbon most of his life. And he's
Sure.
just a lover of bourbon, yes.
Beautiful shop.
And it's a beautiful shop. And like I said, he's surrounded himself with people that know.
Yeah,
all
it's
about
an
bourbon.
expert. No, this is for, you don't have to be serious about it. He can help you,
Yes.
guide you if you want to get started. But if you are serious, if you think you know it all and you're serious, you will not be disappointed downstairs.
And
But if you're new, he's not intimidating. He wants new people.
no, they taught Bourbon Bobby a lot about bourbon. I've been around them now for 2 years, and they've taught me a lot about bourbon. They've introduced me to some bourbons that I can't find. They've given me the ability to get some of the bourbons you see behind you that I've purchased through them.
Oh.
So they've been very good to me.
$28.99 collection you have, Bob?
Yeah, that's exactly.
I'll
Yeah.
put a little water in, Bob. You might want to.
Yes. There you go.
All right.
Now I got to put a little more in there, yeah, because
Yeah.
again, a little drop of water.
Which I put too much.
And I've always threatened to do there's a little Italian scientist figured out there's a chemical reaction to this water. And you'll see a little drop, you'll see it, if this was in a, I can't think of the name of the glass now.
Beaker?
No, the
Test tube?
No, the glass.
Oh, Glencairn?
Yes, if this was in Glencairn, you would see it go straight to the bottom. And it's a chemical reaction, and it releases. And it will change. One drop will change the flavor profile of the bourbon, I found sometimes.
Yes. And it brings out different things. It hides certain things. It brings out things that you didn't get before. You've put the proof down a little bit.
Yeah, now, of course, I put it into less than half an ounce and I put a drop in. So I've knocked the proof down from 104 probably down to around 90. But to me, it released some more sweetness. It tastes sweeter.
It does. It's less pepper smelling now.
It's...
And more candy.
Yeah, it's definitely made it just a little bit sweeter. And that's why you'll find people to do that. I like to do that. I like to down at my locker. We'll drink a bourbon, and we'll drink it neat at first. Then, after maybe our second pour, I like to put a drop of water in it, or we'll put the big chunk of ice, and we'll put the big ice cube in it for a second, and that will quickly. You got to drink it pretty quick because that will quickly dilute it. But this is. And it doesn't surprise me.
Bulleit never disappoints me.
Yeah, but it's Diageo. They're not going to jump in and do anything halfway.
Of course, I'm a rye guy.
Yeah,
I'm not a big weed. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to drink all of it and enjoy it. But if I have my druthers, I always go toward the rye.
Well, me too, and we've discussed that. And this is $59 was the price on this bottle. Of course,
for store pick.
Yes,
104 proof.
You can't beat it. This is. I'm giving it 2 thumbs up.
You stole that.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I love it. All right, Bob. Thank you.
Okay.
And while Bob's shutting this off, let me say this. We do the heavy lifting here. We search the world. We spend the money. We spend the time for you. What do I ask in return? Patreon, send me money. No! Subscribe. That's it. Till the next one, everybody. Thank you from Bourbon Barrel, Bob and John from Bulleit Select Reviews. See you on the next one.